Guys, this is Joe B, and this is Dutch Series Volume 4, and this is really important to get yourselves Reti. Get yourselves Reti, the Reti opening. We will try for E5 in one go. And after try to E5 in one go, the challenging D4, E4 by us, the black side, Knight D2 is the obvious move, and here we play Knight F6, and on this castle, and we play Bishop E7. I wanted to let you guys know that we're waiting to not play D5 right away until F3 is played. And I wanted to let you know that this principle is going to be upheld. Do not play D6 to D5 until F3 is played. And right now, we're going to castle because we want to get the F file open and everything. We want a castle here, and according to Stockfish, we got an advantage, which is good. So right now, what I really want to express is that when they play F3 here, we play this D6 to D5. It's a putt-putt. And here, if you have C4, something like that, C4, then we do C6, and it's good because in these archetypal kind of French defense positions, when they fianchetto, if you will, it's not good for them to fianchetto here, because if they ever push the E pawn up, then the E3 square is occupied by a pawn, so Queen 3 in their camp is a vulnerability for the Queen's Knight to post, and it would be a 1, 2, 3 move maneuver there. But that's really far in advance, but just know if this pawn's ever here, then it's like a French position for them, but they're not supposed to fianchetto. If anyone plays the French defense, they know when you play the French and you get those archetypal pawn structures, then you're not supposed to put your king's bishop on the long diagonal or any other diagonal. And everyone who's good at the French knows that. Anyway, that's a tangent. And these are all kind of connections to the series, the Dutch. This is series 4. And the whole point is that I'm delaying the development of the King's Knight because we want to get E5 in one go. And the only way they can prevent this is D4 here. And then we play E6. So it's really good because we're trying to transposition into the classical Dutch. And that classical Dutch transposition after E6 would be this, and then we say, okay, well, this is normal now. And when we get into this position where our queen's on D8 and we play A5 or 7A5, then we wait for the 8th move, then this is the classical Dutch. And anyone have any questions, I'm happy to share the knowledge. Just go to the classical Dutch on my channel. And there I cover Rook E1 on move 8, Queen C2. I cover Bishop here. And it's good. It's good. So that's classical Dutch, but if you look here, so there's one chance for them to escape our preparation, and that's here, Knight C3. They don't do the super classical stuff with C4, which is harder. Now this is this, and then say they go for the pin, that's one variant. on this branch, then we do this, because if they don't go for the break e4 here, then we can play h6 with advantage, because they either have to trade knights so we get the recharge, and then we got two pieces covering e4. Two pieces, we're hitting the e4 square, so there's a one chance to break when we don't have two pieces defending it. They need to break with e4 to try to claim advantage. So they break e4, then we have to do with the f pawn takes what we. These are positions that it's almost like a backup. Like, this isn't ideal for us. They have played perfectly here, are presenting their strongest play last, and then so this is when they get here. But say they don't play this bishop here, then what do you want to see? This, then what you're gonna see now in this semi-strong way to play is that we've almost gone into some really strange position, but we're in a very weird version of our own repertoire, and what we do is we take a little gamble here because it's our own repertoire, and since it's our own repertoire, we are on familiar territory. In the woods, we will lose these wandering foes, and at our home field advantage, we will be centered. And we play c5. Stockfish has an edge for them. Okay, but remember that this is our territory, and we're trying to play with our pawns in the center. Their best move is d5 here, and then we get e5 on the computer. And in these positions, I'm comfortable. And even though it says that they have an advantage here on Stockfish, with shit like that, I don't care. I'm comfortable here. Alright, so with best play, they play this, and we play bishop e7. And the video is almost over. This is their best play. This is what I don't want to get into. It's a little backup. Like, I have the whole ring of preparation, which I'm good at. And then this is what I don't want to see, but I know pretty well. But hey, we got more center pawns. Hey, if we castle, we got our rook open, so that's not bad. They can jump back to c3. After that, we could play knight to d5, which is good. Who's going to jump back? Say they trade. Then we could either take with the bishop or the knight. I would take with the bishop personally, because I'm threatening their bishop right away. And then they snap, and now we could take with the queen or the knight. And I would take with the queen, and then they do this, and the computer's saying a8 b8 here. I don't know about that. d7 b6 looks pretty good, but we want to keep open some tricks here. I'm really just saying castle because I want the files open. And then, so this is their best play. They get 0.25 advantage. Alright? So this is the worst we can see within all of that permutations and trees. The twig on this branch is the one permutational sequence that we don't want to see. And for some weird reason, they have rook b8 here. Rook b8. Okay. So get yourselves Reti.